Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel Journey to Happiness. I would love for you to like, comment, and subscribe, and you can also hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. So I wanted to start off by saying I apologize to the two people that left a comment on my last video. I read the comments and I went to reply and I accidentally deleted the comment. I was doing it too fast and it was by accident. So I apologize. I just didn't want y'all to think I just deleted your comment. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I even forgot what the comment was, but it was two people. And that was by accident, I promise. Um Now, I want to tell y'all what happened the other day. We'll see. What's today? Monday? So yesterday when I was at work. Um so yesterday I worked from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. through my agency job. Um, I was on the floor as a CNA, and so it was lunchtime, right? Um, the residents, patients are eating, and it was live when we're getting done. So I went down the hall to collect their trays, to put the trays, back on the cart. So I'm going room by room, getting the trays and stuff. Um, and I go to this one man's room. We're going to call him Alex. Alex is blind. He is alert and oriented, so he is completely in his right mind. He doesn't have, Alzheimer's or anything like that. I believe he's like 60 something. To collect his tray, his lunch tray, and he's laid down on the bed. How can I say this? Not like horizontal, or I don't even know how to describe it. He was laid across the bed, like he was eating, right? Let's say this is his lunch tray, and he was just laid out, staying still on the bed. Um, I thought, I don't know, I thought he was tired at first. Oh, he is a diabetic, by the way. At first I thought he was just, I don't know, he fell asleep. Like I just thought he got done eating, he just was tired. I don't know. Um, so I said, Alex, Alex, and then he didn't really say anything. He moved a little bit, but he made like a little noise, but that was it. He likes to joke around a lot. Alex, Alex, what you doing? I thought he was joking around because he is a big jokester. He likes to make jokes. He likes to do pranks. He wasn't responding. And I grabbed his arm and he was very sweaty. So that's when I got the nurse. Um, the nurse was trying to check for a pulse. He was breathing. He was still alive. She said that she could tell his blood sugar must be very, very low. Um, so I asked her, did she want me to check his blood sugar? So I'm a med so I can check his blood sugar. And she said, you don't got to. I can tell it's just low. So the nurse had the other nurse told the other nurse, I would check his blood sugar. And she checked it and it was 28. So, and he was getting more sweaty and sweaty by the minute, and he was just not really saying anything. I helped sit him up. The nurse went to go get some kind of a liquid. It's supposed to be like pure sugar or something. I'm not sure exactly what it was. She tried to put it in his mouth and have him swallow it, but he was so out of it, he didn't know what was going on. He really couldn't swallow it. He was not alert enough at that moment to know how to swallow any kind of liquid. He was just like dead awake, basically. Like I was behind him trying to hold him up, trying to get him to, put his head back to swallow it. He couldn't swallow it. So she tried to give him like orange juice. He could not swallow anything. So the nurse went to go look for something. I forgot the name of it, but it starts with a G. I know I have people that watch me that are in nursing school or that are nurses. Y'all probably know what it is or how to say it. I just know it starts with a G. She says it's pure sugar liquid or something like that. So you give the person the shot and it goes throughout their whole body and it's supposed to spike their blood sugar up. That's what you give to somebody that has a very, very low blood sugar, like a dangerously low blood sugar. That's what she was looking for. And she couldn't find it. It wasn't on the cart. So she sent another CNA to go find a nurse to show her where it's at. When it starts with a G, I don't know how to say it, glue something. The other nurse was like, oh, it should be here, it should be there. And she was trying to tell the nurse, it's not there. She was basically, the other nurse didn't come at first. She was just telling the other CNA what to tell the other nurse. So the nurse told the other CNA, call 911. This man is dying. And she said, she told her to go tell the nurse, could you please show me where this shot is at? I need it now. This man is dying, Like, this isn't something you just wait around for. I need you here now to help me, to show me where this shot is at. This nurse was also agency too. And she was, saying that to a nurse that's actually staffed there, And she was like, this man is dying. Like, I need you to show me where this shot is now. Not 30 seconds from now, not a minute, like now. He's dying. Excuse me. So, actually, it was the housekeeper that delayed the message. Because the messages was going back and forth. Like, tell her this, tell her that, you know what I'm saying? So, turns out they didn't have the shot. And the nurse was like, what? How do you have a diabetic patient here? And actually, his blood sugar is known to go up and down. This isn't the first time he's had an episode where his blood sugar got way too low or way too high. And the nurse also said, it actually would be better if his blood sugar was too high, because she could just give him an insulin shot. But, it just, in this situation, isn't too low. So she, waiting for the ambulance to get here. And she was telling, please hurry, like on the phone, please hurry. And if you had that shot, I still can't pronounce it, but if you had the shot, tell them to bring it. The ambulance came, and he's the full code. The other nurse, there's another nurse that went to look up his code stats. He was a full code. So if he, she was like, if he stops breathing, we have to do CPR. And the other nurse kind of got a little offended. She was like, I know that, like, you ain't got to tell me. I know. The ambulance comes, and they give him some kind of, I don't know what they was doing, y'all. I got out the way at that point. It was like 3-4 paramedics and a firefighter. They was putting this breathing thing on him. He was good. After the ambulance did what they did, he was good. But the point is, had that man died, that nursing home, the nurse was, afterwards, after everything settled down, the nurse was telling me, like, they would be responsible for his death, not her, because they're supposed to have that shot when they have diabetic patients in their nursing home, and the shot was nowhere in the building. Like, that's absolutely crazy. So I want y'all's opinion. What do you think about that? Working at a nursing home or anywhere where the administrator or whoever's in charge knows that you have diabetic patients there and you don't have that shot. So when somebody's blood sugar is dangerously low, you don't have the shot to make their blood sugar go up. Because the nurse was saying once you give them that shot, their blood sugar will go right back up. And that's what he needed. So it was a matter of minutes where he could have died. And the nurse was like, well, that's all we can do is call 911. I don't have the shot that I need to give to this man. He was literally dying. Like, he was on his way to death, So I think that's crazy. Like, that's why I don't want to be a nurse in nursing homes. These nursing homes are just so messed up. I know all of them aren't like that, but the majority of them are just so understaffed, unorganized, and so messed up. Like, can you imagine? My question to you, and I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be on the nurse, am I right? Like she said, it would be the nursing home's fault. As a nurse, she knew she needed that shot. But if the nursing home doesn't have the shot, then what can she do? She can't give it to him. She can't, snap her fingers and make the shot appear. So who's at fault here, right? The nursing home. I'm just curious, especially for the people that watch me that are nursing students or in the nursing field. What's your opinion? Like, let's say you're the nurse and you, in this situation, you have a patient that their blood sugar is extremely low, like life-threatening low, and the place that you work at does not have the shot. I can't say it. Starts with a G. the shot that you need to give him to make their blood sugar come back up to save their life. Like, would you quit that job? Like, what would you do? And how would you feel if the patient would have died? Like, is it on the nursing home? Is it on the nurse? Like, what are y'all, what's your, I really want to, I'm just curious this, for your opinion about that. And whose responsibility is it to make sure that, you know, the nursing home has what they need to save people's lives? Like, is it the DON? Is it the administrator? Who's responsible for making sure that the nursing home has the supplies that they need for situations like this? I just want to know. And who would be held accountable for this? You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But anyway, comment your opinions on that and this, what you think about this whole situation. And let's say things would have went left and that man would have died. Who is going to be held responsible for that? That's probably a lawsuit. And the nursing home, this particular nursing home, is actually under a lawsuit right now. I'm not gonna go into details. I don't even know that much about it, but I know they're in a lawsuit right now. So can you imagine if that man would have died and they're already in a lawsuit? Like, so yeah, that's my video. Comment below your opinions. I'm very curious on what y'all have to say about this situation. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.